So today we're gonna go a little bit off topic for pre-med. I thought it was a good video to talk about Greek life and my experience with Greek life and why I essentially left or resigned out of my sorority at UCR that I was in after a year, especially being a pre-med. If you're interested in rushing a sorority or fraternity, I think you should definitely do it. So don't let this video keep you from not doing that. But I just wanted to talk about a couple of things that pertain to me in my experience. My first reason, or the first reason why I decided to leave the sorority, was because it was super expensive for me personally. So I don't know if many of you know, but there are dues when you're in a sorority or fraternity, and those dues are typically supposed to be turned in every quarter or semester. And I won't say how much they are, but for me, I was working 2 jobs. I didn't really have any help from my parents in undergrad for things like that. Like, of course, they helped me with schoolwork, but being in a sorority was more kind of for fun and not required. So my parents were just like, if you want to do that, you're gonna have to use your own money for that. So I was working 2 jobs, and I wanted to do other fun things. I need gas money, of course. When you go out to bars and restaurants with your friends, you need money for that. So the dues were just kind of too expensive for me. I know other people can afford them, but I essentially just couldn't afford it at the end of the year. And I was a sophomore when I decided to leave, so I had to really look further. In the day, I thought that with my end goal of getting into medical school, it wasn't going to make or break me. So deciding to leave and save myself some money was probably the best as a pre-med. Again, every situation is different. My second reason is that being in a sorority or fraternity or anything in Greek life is not just partying or drinking or socializing. It's actually really time consuming. You have to put in a certain number of hours for extracurricular activities, and philanthropy events is what they're called, where you kind of reach out into the community and you basically you can spend like a day out of your weekend helping others, learn community activities, and you have to put in enough hours for you to enjoy the fun things out of being in Greek life. So like all of the like social events that you have with other Greek life sororities and fraternities, and going to the formal events where you get to dress up and go to a really nice place and just dance and have a good time. You need to actually put time in order for you to go to these things. And there are also, I think, weekly meetings that you have to attend, and you have to follow certain rules at those meetings, and there's certain rituals that you have to do. So it's very, very, very time consuming. And as a pre-med student, you are already on a time crunch with your time. So I found that extremely hard when you have to study for a really big exam. And I know like a lot of people are really good at multitasking with that, but I was also, trying to apply for medical school and get my application ready, plus my 2 jobs. It was really, really hard to juggle and, space my time out even. Third reason why I left is just because the atmosphere around a sorority was just really stereotypical and just kind of fake in a way. Definitely not everything about it, but I did notice that. I felt sometimes that I was like paying for my friends in a way, because I knew that if I wasn't in a sorority, a lot of these girls wouldn't even talk to me or be my friend in the first place. So there was that. I also felt like if you weren't in a sorority, girls will look down on you. So just bottom line, a lot of the relationships I felt just weren't as genuine as I was hoping or as I thought would be. And then there was just a lot of rules that you had to follow. And of course, I guess you're also representing a certain sorority, so you don't want to do certain things. But I just felt like sometimes they were just a little excessive. Those were my main 3 reasons why I left as a pre-med. I know that there are other pre-meds who are in sorority still and just thriving and having fun, and that's great. Like I honestly wish I would have had that experience, but I just know that as a pre-med and what I was kind of going for at the end of the day, with not taking a gap year and having to study for my MCAT, prepare my apps all while still in college, I just knew that it would be too much stuff on my plate. There was also a lot of fun things about being in a sorority that I truly will treasure forever. And so I met a lot of really cool people, a lot of fun events. So again, the formals are really fun. Going to social events were really fun, and you know, even the merchandise that you do pay for in your dues, so like the sweaters, the t-shirts, will definitely make your college experience if you make the right friends and you join the right sorority or fraternity. I think that's the end of my video. I hope this was helpful for many people who are thinking about joining as a pre-med or not as a pre-med. So thanks for watching, guys. Like this video, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys later.
Wait.
But not completely truthful, but it was.
Think about it for a second.
Okay, I need to pause this. I don't know what to say. I was gonna say in the first place. Just look at you differently.
We're filming.
Okay, I kind of know where we left off.